Heyo, welcome to the Boomcast. I am your giant squitsy and your host, Miguel. Not Tulio, Miguel. Today we're discussing our favorite face-offs. Face off. John Travolta to Nick Cage, that kind of thing. But like other stuff too. Um, Today we are joined by a person I usually team up with. We're not enemies too often. It's Jake. How's it going, Jake?
It's good. It's good. I'm ready to start the show. I'm feeling pretty good. Pretty good. Got some good
Nice.
sleep last night.
That's not a thing.
Yeah, really it isn't. I have 3 kids. It doesn't exist. But I got the best sleep I've gotten in a while.
That's good. That's good. That is ideal, as one would say.
I mean, ideal would be 8 hours every night.
True, true, true. But it's not happening. So moving
Tyler
on.
just goes absolutely not.
Next up, we have a person I love to hate. It's Tyler. How's it going, Tyler?
That's a lie. Don't listen to Mikey.
It's not a
It's
lie.
going. It's
Don't
going
let
alright.
Jake backstab you, Dan says. He'll never backstab me.
Oh, the sweet irony of that statement.
Today's the first day I've woken up, and then I've continued with my day. But then, for hours after being awake, I'm usually awake, but I was so tired, I just wanted to close my eyes and pass out. So that was new for me.
That's nice. Dude, like at work yesterday, we had the most people I've seen in my life. So I was exhausted today because of yesterday, and I'm still exhausted, so that's fun. Well, I'm glad you guys are doing well. Some sleepy, some not sleepy. We should do a sleep episode where we just sleep. That sounds pretty fun.
That would actually be really fun. I would do a 24-hour.
Oh, it's a 24-hour stream. Okay.
We're sleeping for 24
that's
hours.
way too long to sleep.
I would be gone halfway through the stream.
But before we get into the main topic of face-offs, we do have the drink of the show. And today's the drink of the show is Splash Fizz. Raspberry and blackberry flavor. Ooh. So let's pop it open. Let's give it a sniff. And then let's drink out.
I can smell it before the lid even came off.
Whoa, yeah. Is it weird that I can smell the carbonation? Is that a weird thing?
Smells like fruit punch.
Yeah.
Smells like the Kool-Aid from the packet.
That's friggin' good.
I think mine's broken.
Why?
Oh no, okay, there's the taste. Like it didn't taste like anything at first. Yeah, I think it was just fizz.
Like fizz.
Yeah, that's good. I like it. I like it a lot. 10 calories, 0 sugar. It's got electrolytes. That's what plants crave.
It reminds me of just Kool-Aid. That's what it tastes like.
Like a carbonated Kool-Aid, yeah.
Yeah.
That's not bad. I'd give it a try in different flavors, assuming they had it. It's the only one I found though.
But what's that Tokyo show that Tyler's always bringing up?
Tokyo Revengers or
oh, okay. Or Tokyo Vice, is that the other one?
That's the one with the real people.
I was gonna say, Brandon just brought that up.
Oh my gosh.
It's a good show.
No, don't bring it up, Jake.
I had to. I just thought it was funny.
But yes, that's Splash Fizz, a blackberry and raspberry flavor. So that's what we'll be drinking throughout the show. And Jake? There we go. Well, let me ask you guys, how did this list go for you? Like, is there one that you found easier than the other one?
Oh, TV I got immediately.
TV was instant. Movie I thought about between a few things, and then video game probably took me the longest.
Video game took me longest as well. I have two for TV, so I kind of want to go
Me
last
too.
on that one to make sure that I don't say somebody else first.
I have
Because I
real
think
people
me
and
and you might have
anime.
the same one,
Oh yeah.
potential.
Okay. So wait, how do we do? So I have to start with no
TV.
you.
TV.
So that means
You
Tyler
start
has
with
to start
TV.
with movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There
And
we
then
go.
so you would go last on, right?
No,
Or I guess it
wait.
doesn't matter.
He would go last on video game.
Okay, whatever. Let's just go.
All right, we're going. Let's make sure Jake's last.
TV.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I found, like I said, I kind of cheated on the game section, but I'm okay with that. You know what? You can give me crap if you want. I don't care. I don't care. This is my show. But yeah, with that being said, let's move on to the movies. I love how Tyler just always does his own thing. Okay, we got some movie news. Number one, we have just announced today. The sequel to Joker is, if forgive me if I say this wrong, is Joker Folly Ado or Folly Ado. It's official with Joaquin Phoenix and Todd Phillips coming back to direct. Pretty cool, pretty
Nice.
cool. That was a great movie.
Second best adaptation of the Joker.
Mm-hmm. I agree. There's one part that the end part, or I'll just this isn't a spoiler, but just a line from it. You get what you deserve. You know that part.
Yeah.
My aunt laughed way too hard at that part. She found it hilarious, and it kind of scared me. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Which aunt?
You know which one.
Oh.
I'll leave it at that. Anywho, and then we have
Jeez, that is such.
it's
Oh,
spooky.
no.
And then next up we have Daniela Melchior. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Who played Ratcatcher 2 in Suicide Squad.
Mhm.
Or was it The Suicide Squad? That's a new one, right? And Maria Bakalova, who played the daughter from Borat 2.
Yeah.
They are both going to be in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume Trace. So that is interesting. I'm sure it's going to be great. I'm excited. So yeah, that's basically it for movie news today. TV news, we're going to have a lot more. So stay tuned. So who are we starting with movie then?
Either me or Tyler, right?
Well, if Jake wants to go last, he would start with it.
No, yeah. Okay, so I'll
just
start and
go
last
for
then.
it. Yeah.
All
I think
right,
we're
so
going
for
out of
my-
order a bit, but I don't care.
We do what we do.
We
when
do what we
how
want.
we do.
We are a very professional podcast, okay?
Exactly. So for mine, I went with I wouldn't say a basic answer, but it's definitely in my niche of like sports movies and sports in general. And it's my favorite movie of all time. Favorite sports movie of all time.
It's gonna be the Hockey USA
Yep.
versus
USA
last-
versus the USSR in Miracle. I don't know, man. It just gives you chills, especially with it being real. Like this really happened, and these guys were. The crazy part about it is I think it was 3 months before the Olympic Games started, they actually played against the same team in New York. Got absolutely murdered 10-3.
Yeah.
Like in hockey, that is an
That's
obliteration.
crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not
And then they
good.
come back and they beat the best team in the world, the team they lost 10-3 to. Bunch of college kids going up against professional hockey players that are, have been
Taking
playing for
steroids.
years and years and years. Yeah, obviously. Just and it's a classic case of like, USA versus USSR in the Cold War, you just I don't know, man. There's a lot going on. Gas prices were a lot like they are now. You know, there was the Afghanistan thing where, you know, the USSR invaded Afghanistan. We almost actually ended up kicking them, uh, not letting them participate in the Olympics because they were in Lake Placid, New
Mhm.
York. Um, or rather, I should say, they were gonna drop out because we refused to participate in any of their like events over there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they basically decided to say, "Screw it, we're gonna beat you on your own soil." And then, lo and behold, they did not.
They did not.
So it's just a
America.
classic moment, and probably I'd say top three, if not number one, call of a game, if you know what that means. So like the two announcers calling the game,
Mm-hmm.
the
That's good
best ending,
commentary.
yeah, the best ending commentary of any game I've ever seen ever.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but if anybody gets a chance to watch it, just Google like the last 20 seconds of that game. YouTube it, watch it. I'm sure Tyler's seen it. I mean, it gives you goosebumps. Um, but anyways, that's my choice. I love it for all the history. I love it because of sports. It's just a great rivalry that kind of, I don't know, spanned more than just movies because it was historic and it was real and it was like a real world event, like with two countries that were really basically polar opposites of each other and almost blew each other up multiple times.
Yeah.
So that's my choice would be Miracle, the USSR.
I still need to watch it again. Like I said before, I didn't care for it when I watched it as a kid, but I'll have to watch it again. Maybe if it's on Amazon or something, we could do a watch party. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
It's on
Uh,
Disney Plus.
That's the legs feed the wolf, gentlemen.
Whoa.
They're like, what does that mean?
Very nice, Jake. And really not a basic answer. I think it's a good Jake answer for sure. Mr. Tyler, which Harry Potter showdown are we putting on this list?
None.
What?
Sirius Black.
It's gonna be Rocky versus Drago. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I almost did Rocky versus Apollo.
Mine is a basic answer. My choice for movies is Obi-Wan versus Anakin in Star Wars
Mm.
It's a
because
classic.
I I mean, I've always been obsessed with Star Wars, and Anakin Skywalker was always like my favorite character, but just like watching them from him being like small growing up to like an arrogant teenager and getting like to be the young adult. And then when they finally you get to the third movie and they have their big showdown, which is still the best like fight scene in Star Wars to me, to be honest. Like it was nice
Ooh.
choreographed. It had everything. And
That's
honestly, like
debatable, but it's up there.
um it's probably the greatest one because a lot of the Star Wars, like a lot of the fights, they don't really use the Force. Like they're just swinging their lightsaber, but at least like the one epic part in that is like they're sitting there using it for like once and everything. But
Uh, Go ahead. I'll let you finish.
but I mean, just going from that though, like you could be like, oh, he's different because he's Darth Vader. No, it's still Anakin under the suit. Like they just have a huge history with each other, so like you get plenty of them versus each other like throughout like the stories
I
and like
guess
the
I should
books.
ask which fight. Probably the
But
first one, right?
yeah,
And
the
you
first
said the
one.
third movie.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. I
The
mean,
ending of the third movie.
I think I think that one is really good. I think where I would give some sort of hesitation to it is the kind of three-way fight in the first movie between
Darth Maul.
Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon Jinn, and Darth Maul. That fight was absolutely epic.
It was. And it had the best soundtrack too. So good.
Yes. But other than that, I can definitely see that one being easily up there with right with it.
Yeah.
That one's good, but I still think like the ending of the third one is by far like the best fight scene. It
I
just
mean,
has like everything, and it's not like they're in one location for like the whole longevity. Like they're moving across like the whole planet.
I guess just the sword work gets me on the first one. The sword work is much better in that one. And not only that,
But you got a
they
classic character too with Darth Maul with the
yeah.
double-sided lightsaber, so that's pretty cool too.
Yeah, but like I said, to each their own because the scene you're talking about is not a bad scene at all.
Yeah.
No,
It's
that
a very good.
that movie has a lot of good just scenes in general. That last scene, one scene that really gives me like goosebumps is like when the march up to the Jedi like temple with
Mm-hmm.
all the clones. That's epic. And then like the next cutscene you see is just
The children.
destruction. And then like the children, they're like, "Oh, what are we gonna do?" And he's
I
just
was
like,
waiting for you to be like Anakin versus the children.
That's
"We all know how
Executor
that one goes.
66.
We all know how that one goes." But then like throughout that whole thing going on, then you see like you just feel some type of way because you're watching like these Jedis you've seen throughout the movies, like just getting like taken out. Like you're watching them like just die like right in front of you. And then like you get to Obi-Wan and he's like they're in the middle of a battle. Like he just like had General Grievous like there and he's like in the middle of a battle. He's like, "We're gonna win." And he rides off and then they just blast him. He's just falling down. Like I don't know.
uh,
That hits somewhere home with me.
Dan says it's
Oh,
definitely a
okay.
top 5 fight. Says we need to watch Ahsoka versus Maul or Ahsoka versus Vader.
I've already seen those
I
two.
feel like Ahsoka might be Dan's favorite character based on both of his favorite fights
But
have
I'm
Ahsoka in
basic
it.
I'm only saying it's the best fight based off of like live action, not like the
Mm.
like Clone Wars or like Rebels and stuff like that.
Yeah, technically we're in the movie section, so that counts. All right, good answer. I like it. Wrong. Star Wars duel, but still. Uh, mine's a basic answer too. It's just the one I thought of, and I'm like, yeah, I don't feel like anything else beats it really. And that's Batman versus Joker in the Dark Knight. It's
Well,
solid.
it's solid.
It's hard to beat it. I
Yeah,
mean, Heath Ledger,
that's
man.
just good.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much to say about it really. Um, that we haven't said already. Heath Ledger's amazing actor. He basically put his life in that friggin' role, and he killed it.
Oh yeah, every time I bring that movie up, I bring up the fact he literally died to play that part.
Mm-hmm.
So
If
Yeah.
I mean, nothing needs to be said. You just know that movie is like good and just in general with uh the acting and everything. If I wasn't gonna choose Star Wars, my second choice for movie would have been Blade versus Deacon Frost.
From like the Blade
I,
movies.
from the very like first Blade movie, yeah.
I haven't seen them.
Whoa, bro, are you serious?
he's
I
serious.
know Triple H is in the third one.
Yeah, and Ryan Reynolds.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Yes, he is.
But no, you should watch those movies. They're pretty good. I like them.
They're on my list for sure. I just haven't gotten around to it. Um, but yeah, I mean, what the thing that comes to mind really with the Dark Knight is just the fairy scenes, where he has like a bomb on each fairy and everything, and just trying to outsmart Batman, and it's a really good duel of the minds kind of. I have to watch Blade and Blade 2. I plan it. I'm gonna watch the whole series. I know Trinity's not as good, but I'm gonna watch it.
It's still good enough to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna
I know
make it
I've
through
watched
those
worse
two,
stuff.
yeah, if you're gonna make it through the first two movies, might as well finish it off.
Yeah, I'm a completionist with that kind of stuff. Blood
It's got
rave, he says.
the
But yeah, so that's it for movies. All good choices, I think. I'm not. I mean, Tyler, but no. I'm just kidding. We're going to move on to the TV section. Noise. Uh-oh, my phone's telling me to take my medication. No. Uh,
That's a
Don't
poor
do it.
choice.
um. All right, so we got a lot of TV news. I'm going to pick and choose, Dan. I'm sorry, there's just so much to go over, but I'll choose some real good ones. First and foremost, and probably the stuff I'm most excited about in the news is the Scrubs cast and creator are up for a revival or a movie. That sounds awesome. Like that'd be so good. I'll be honest. Even season 9, where I forget what they call it, like Scrubs, New Medicine or something. I don't remember. Um, that was still good out by itself. It's just in terms of Scrubs, it was a letdown. But if by itself, I would have watched it just fine.
JD and Turk have a commercial out together.
Yeah, they do.
What's it
I saw
for?
that.
Phone.
It's
Internet.
a phone company.
Internet.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, internet. Phone
I think it's
internet,
either
I don't know.
Verizon Internet or T-Mobile.
Mm.
Can't remember which one.
So yeah, so that's something to look forward to possibly in the future. Next up, we have something for Jake here that Dan wrote. Russell T. Davies plans on bringing back Doctor Who Christmas specials, and the new Doctor. I'm not gonna try to pronounce that name. It's something Gatwa. Is rumored to appear for Christmas 2023 special.
Woo!
I'm sure that will be
It's
awful.
T-Mobile.
T-Mobile.
It will
Okay.
not. If you would just give it a chance.
I plan to. It's on the
Yeah,
it's
one
on,
day,
it's on the
maybe.
list. Yeah,
I watched my episode of Vikings. I'm just
kind
waiting.
of. You fell
I
asleep.
had already seen it.
Doesn't matter. I've already seen the
And
first episode.
And I watched all of it and knew exactly what happened. You quizzed me.
Mm-hmm.
And I told you what happened.
You
The
shut your
History
mouth.
Channel Vikings TV show.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've watched up to like maybe season 3 of that.
I haven't seen the last 2 seasons yet, but next up we have Our Flag Means Death. Is coming back for season 2. I was really worried about that because it took pretty long time for it to get renewed. So I was a bit worried that it wasn't going to get renewed because it's a great show. This is not new news, but it's something that we haven't talked about yet, and I think we're all pretty excited for. Hunter x Hunter, the manga, is coming back. So the anime hopefully won't be too far behind. I know I talked to Dusty about it. He said it probably won't start back up until they're done with the arc in the manga.
Yeah.
And that's when they'll start making it, basically. So,
Yeah.
I mean, as long as they bring it back, I'm gonna be super pumped.
Yeah.
It took so long because the creator was dealing with like chronic back pains and stuff, so he stopped working on it. But I guess he got that like resolved and he feels better, so he said he's gonna start it back up.
Nice.
Which it needs to because it leaves off like at a terrible spot.
Yeah. I agree. I legitimately shed a tear because of how upset I was that it ended. Which I think says more about me than the show. But Jake, this would be for you and probably Tyler. I'm assuming you like this. The anime Bleach, Bleach
Heck
1,000
yeah.
Year Blood War is starting its dub process.
Yes.
I guess it won't be for Tyler because he likes sub, but he's wrong about that.
No, Ichigo subbed is so much better. Like
Man, screw that.
his
I
voice
love
character.
Ichigo. I love
his
Ichigo
voice-
dubbed. He's the best part of the dub. Rukia sucks if I go by dub. She's the worst in the dub.
But if you
Ichigo's
listen,
freaking awesome.
well, no, I'm not gonna say he's not. His actually sounds like good, but like the subbed voice actor, listen to him is really cool. Especially if you go and watch him fight like Aizen. Now that's sweet.
Dude, that right there. That would be my third showdown right there. That was a good showdown.
That was sick. Especially
Mikey,
the ending.
you would really like this show.
Yeah.
I think it would take a second though.
You have to
get
maybe make
into.
it through
10.
some episodes, yeah. But then it gets so good after.
Dude, when it gets to the arc where they go into the like I don't even remember what it's called. What's it called? It's not Afterworld. It's something else. Otherworld. I don't know. But
Yeah,
when they go
something
when he
like
goes
that.
into the other realm, like where all the other uh anyways, it is
So
freaking awesome.
the reason why I haven't really started yet is I was told that the fight scenes are very quick in the show. Like you have to go and watch the movie to get the full fight scene. And like they basically speed through the fight.
That might be true, but some of the fights are
Really
epic.
long. Yeah.
Mm.
Some of the fights take like
Eisenfight had to take at least a
couple
few
episodes.
episodes.
Yeah.
Mm.
But my thing is, if you look at it that way, Mikey, how long did Goku Frieza last?
Forever.
Like
Forever.
you don't want it to last forever either.
I do.
Three episodes was him charging up.
Yeah. God, dude, one of my favorite things is watching Dragon Ball Z and the Raditz like arc that took forever. You watch Kai, it's like 3 episodes.
Yeah, for
I'm
real.
Yeah,
like,
because it's pointless. Raditz is a little
Mhm.
bee.
Next up we have an animated short called I Am Groot is coming out August 10th on Disney Plus.
Saw that. Yeah.
Yay!
That sounds cool. We had some Netflix trailers and first looks come out this week. Ooh, including wasn't One Piece? Isn't that going to be a Netflix thing?
The
Gonna
live
be
One
awful.
Mm.
Piece. Okay, give it a chance though.
No, I'm
before
not
you
gonna
call
give it a
awful.
chance because Death Note was awful. Cowboy Bebop was awful. They just need to stop making them
That's
because they're bad.
That's
They're
2.
always bad.
The thing
Always bad.
is I can't even judge it until I watch One Piece, which may never happen. But
There's too much like
I'm warming up to it because I do hear the fight scenes are pretty.
there's too much like stuff that they're gonna have to CGI for the One Piece live action, and it's gonna look really bad. It's gonna look like the Avatar.
Please don't say that.
Ong.
I mean, Avatar's special effects were far from the worst problem of the movie.
Yeah, but
I would
they
say it's
were
probably
really
some
bad.
of the best parts, honestly.
The Rock, it literally takes 20 of the Earthbenders to move a tiny pebble.
That's a writing thing. And then finally, we have What We Do in the Shadows has been renewed for seasons 5 and 6.
Dang, 2. That's good.
Yes, yes.
And Miss Marvel.
Oh yeah,
That's coming on Disney.
Yeah, that's already out.
No, I checked today. There's no episode 1 on it.
I'm pretty sure it's out. Or maybe it
I
comes
need to
out
give
tomorrow.
that a chance,
It
Dan.
might come
Yeah, I
out
think it's tomorrow.
I haven't watched it, Dan, but
Cowboy
I
Bebop
can't
wasn't
really judge on
awful.
it.
It was good, not great. I like the cast chemistry. I want to watch the original Cowboy Bebop still.
The
It's
original
awesome.
Cowboy Bebop's really good.
Yeah, I love the original.
I'm only like 5 or 6 episodes in, but I just got sidetracked with stuff. But it was really good. Love the music. The music's the best part.
For real.
Nice. So that's it for TV news. Miss Marvel comes out tomorrow morning. Cool. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Side note, real quick, One Piece is finally ending.
True. That's true. Yes.
That is all.
That is show. I guess we'll move on to the main topic, which I will start, I suppose.
Yeesh.
No, I think Tyler's starting.
No, I start.
Yeah, you start. Start it.
TV shows.
Do it. Do
Okay.
it.
I have anime TV show and regular TV show, so I'm gonna say both. I'm not gonna talk about the anime one too much because it kind of just explains itself and it's really basic B answer.
Yeah.
But it's definitely gonna be Naruto versus Sasuke.
Okay.
Which time?
The very first time when he first leaves.
Yeah, and I compared to Shippuden, I hated the original Naruto. Like I didn't hate it, but like Shippuden's so much better.
No, Shippuden by far is like way better.
It's so good,
But
but
that
that fight set up
just
Shippuden
just
so
the
good.
whole just from like episode 99, 98 up to that like 100 and like 36 or 140, just that whole span of episodes, like Sasuke's in the hospital and Naruto and them are about to like clash Chidori and Rasengan for the first time, and Sakura's running in the middle of them. They're like, we can't stop. And then Kakashi comes out of nowhere and just grabs them and flings them. And he's like, what are you guys doing? And then like that's when Sasuke starts going on a big decline, and then Shikamaru and all of them all like almost dying. Some of them almost completely just like die, and then like Naruto and Sasuke finally like he catches up to him, and then it's just like the most epic showdown ever.
It
You got
really is.
just like cloaked form Naruto, and then Sasuke with his curse mark, like finger, like demon wing things. Like it was so cool. I was like, I remember watching it for the first time, and I was like, wow! I was like freaking out. But then there's that one, but the other TV show would be Benedict Cumberbatch, Sherlock Holmes versus James Moriarty. So
Good answer.
that's
Good
just a
answer.
classic.
I'm
Yeah,
sure we'll
those are
be
my
hearing
two.
that one later.
Yeah.
What? Oh,
Um, yeah. I mean, that sounds good. I haven't watched any Naruto or anything. Naruto. Um,
Some of the fight scenes in that anime are just like on another level. Like
mhm.
they're really good.
they are really good.
So I did similar thing to you. I have anime and I have live action.
Well,
Um,
then now I feel like I have to do that too.
we'll do it. And I'm sure we won't have the same anime because I am choosing Light vs. L in Death Note.
That's a good one too.
Yep. This the entire show is about like a face off essentially, and in my mind, Death Note does it best of any TV show. I thought about putting like Breaking Bad on there or something, and that's great, but I don't think it does it as well as Death Note. Because that's literally the whole show. Um, and so that's my number one. I want to do like a special mention. It's kind of like a fun thing. I don't necessarily think it is the best, but it was still a lot of fun. And that is Sean versus Mr. Yang or Yin Yang or whatever in
Yeah.
Psych. Those episodes were some of the best.
Those are probably the best, in my opinion.
They're great. Besides American Duos. Come on.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's the most quotable episode.
It's so good. Incarcerated in a blueberry. But yeah, I mean,
Those TT showbiz.
those are great episodes, and he really gets Sean to have to like go even further beyond. And like it just made for great television, and it was hilarious and suspenseful too. For as suspenseful as a comedy TV show can get, you know. So those are my two options: Death Note and Psych.
Both good choices.
Thank you,
We did not have the same one, but I'm shocked that we did not. So for anime, just off the top of my head, the very first thing that comes to mind for me is Mustang versus Lust.
That's a good one.
All I have to do is, and
Woo!
spontaneous combustion. Let's
Such-
just say that.
Such a good scene.
He is
baby,
so
burn. Disco and burn.
pissed.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, that scene I think really defined Mustang's character.
Yeah.
Because throughout the show he's one of the more level-headed characters.
Yeah.
And in that moment, he just shows you how much passion he has for the people that he loves.
Yeah, it really puts him to his limits.
Oh yeah, he is so freaking mad. Like he's just, and I normally would say poor Lust because she was, kind of a D, but poor Lust That was. I don't even know if I could call it a showdown so much as
A
Mhm.
beat
friggin'
down.
worked. And then the one I'm surprised that we did not share was Dexter versus John Lithgow's
Ooh,
character,
the Trinity Killer.
the Trinity Killer in Dexter.
That's a good one.
Those two. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but it is the single greatest season possibly in television history of any.
I think if it's not, it is definitely up there and very
It is
close.
top 5, and I don't think that's questionable.
Yeah, I think top 3
Uh,
is very safe.
yeah. The ending, which is of course the reason that I chose it. I can't give that away. But
Yeah.
I mean, if you saw it coming, you're a genius.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think this season of Stranger Things has a chance to pass. Has a
Dude,
chance.
okay, so we're getting a little off topic, but I wanted to rewatch seasons 1 through 3 of Stranger Things before watching season 4. I've
Mhm.
binged essentially 3 seasons of Stranger Things in like 4 days.
Dang.
Yeah, and that's with working too.
That's
Um,
ridiculous because I'm not even on season 3 yet.
dude, yeah.
Have you been watching it at least?
Like here and there, like I planned on like ramping it up more because the new season came out, but like I'm only on like season 2, episode like
I
4 or
will
5.
say this, and I will be as general about it as possible. Episode 7, top 3 episodes of any show I've ever seen.
I really hope you guys aren't overhyping it because I hear so many people talking about how great this season is.
And on top of it, it's crazy because you can see some of the stuff coming, and it's still you're just like, oh my god,
Mm-hmm.
oh my gosh, like. And normally that ruins stuff for me. It didn't ruin it for me this time. I was like, I want this to happen.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Dude, I'm mad at Netflix, bro. I mean, besides their whole everything. Um, like, they're posting spoilers on Facebook.
Bro, for
Actually,
real.
Netflix, right?
I've seen pictures of the new season, like the thing they're fighting and everything, and
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I'm not
I'm
even
like,
close to
it's
being
not,
on that
it's
season
not,
yet.
it's not even like a third-party website or it's Netflix itself.
Yeah, and
It's like,
I'm not
why?
even there yet.
They're like, oh,
Damn,
gives you 11 vibes. It has a picture of 11 doing something crazy. I'm like,
Yeah, for real.
damn, that 7th episode, though.
it better be good. It better not.
It is.
It better not be the Dark Knight Rises of hype.
What is that? Oh,
Ev-
Rises. Okay. I was like,
I'm
what does
sorry.
that
I'm
mean?
sorry, Dan. I think you did it a little bit. Mainly Foster hyped up Dark Knight Rises so much, and I ended up not liking it because of that. Because I
I
expected
thought it
so
was
much
me
more.
too. I liked Dark Knight Rises, but
I
I
thought it was
liked it,
good, but it was nowhere near the Dark Knight
no, I
level.
don't think it was either. Um, but like I said, that the 7th episode of this season of Stranger Things is. Thank you, Dan. So good.
I'm not sure where that's in. Is that referring to Dark Knight Rises or 7th episode? We don't
Oh,
know.
that's true. Dan, what's your opinion of the 7th episode?
Facebook is awful.
Yes, they are.
They are, dude.
Awful. with
Trying to ruin
spoilers.
everything for me before I even get to it.
I literally had to block Netflix on Facebook.
Anyways, that's my choice. Was Trinity Killer versus Deck.
It's good. It's good.
Dan doesn't like Dark Knight Rises.
Okay, all right. You're a man of culture, I see. Very, very good choices all around. Really, I like it. Jake, I'd probably agree with yours. I think that's probably best. I didn't think of it honestly. And I want to do kind of like a fun option and one that's kind of out there. And so I did the Psych or Sean versus the versus Yane.
Yeah.
But that was a fun answer. Truthful answer is probably the Trinity Killer, for sure.
No, I for sure remember that one because we talked about it before. But like, I needed to go with Sherlock Holmes and James
I
Moriarty.
mean,
That's a
you
good
can't
one
go
too.
wrong.
Yeah, for real.
And I will say just really quick before we move on, that final scene, or that final episode, Jake with the Trinity Killer, that was on par for me, with the Red Wedding, with like my reaction. I'm like, I didn't know what to do.
I
Um,
think episode 7 of this season is maybe like a small notch below. A small notch.
wow. Oh
Mikey's
my
gonna get
god,
to it,
so much hype.
and I'm gonna
And the
get to
crazy
it,
thing
and he's
is,
gonna hate it.
I don't know if anybody saw how long the finale is, but it's over 2 hours, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I already knew
Isn't that
that.
coming out at the end of this month?
No, July, I thought.
Is it? Oh. Anyways,
Dan might know. Dan will probably know. Dan, when does the finale come out?
get to us, Dan. While you're doing that, let's move on to
Producer Dan.
Games.
let's move on to the gaming section.
You can't see me.
I can't. You're right there. Okay, gaming section. We have some great news. Okay, and I'm
Yep.
gonna pick and choose again, Dan.
You better pick the best one.
What's the best one, Tyler?
Resident Evil 4 remake.
That's on there, and that sounds awesome, and I'm excited. Not the best one though. Still a great one. The best one we will start with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is confirmed for November 18th, and it's going to have
Yes.
co-op, 4-player.
Co-op.
4-player co-op.
The Boomcast
AKA
will be playing that.
As well
I will be playing
as-
it and be better than all of you.
As well as we should first of all, no. Second of
First
all,
of all,
you should
yeah,
throw
I have
Dusty
no
on.
life.
Oh,
I
Dusty's
have no life when it comes to Pokemon.
Dusty already said he's going to be playing it, so I'm like, we're going to do
You
it.
should see my Pokemon Legend Arceus team and see how many hours I've put in there just trying to capture big alpha Pokemon for no reason and trying to get shinies. I have no life when it comes to that.
I mean, you could have just left with like Afterlife.
No life.
I have no life. And then we have Dragon Age Dreadwolf was announced and is in development. That's another one of those series I wasn't able to get into, but I want to now. That
Question. You guys, did you watch the trailer for the new Pokemon?
yes.
Now, which legendary is better, the red one or the purple one?
I am getting Scarlet. I don't know if it's better, but I love red, so that's what I'm getting.
Jake, do you like the purple one, futuristic dragon, or do you like the red dragon?
Herpaderp.
What does that mean? Oh, he said purple, dude.
I said Purpaderp.
I thought
The
you just
red dragon is so much better than the purple dragon.
No.
I literally,
Yeah.
I thought you just might go
The
Erpaderp.
color of royalty.
No, the red dragon is so much better. The purple one's futuristic because it's like floating in the air with like jet propulsion, but the red one has legs, and it just, to me, it
Has
looks way more
legs.
cooler. Yeah. Not
That's the main
it's-
selling point.
it has legs, not floating in the air.
Can we change the name of this
Oh
episode
my
to It Has
God.
Legs?
It has legs.
Tyler, you almost killed me, bro. I just got done taking a drink. Like it has like Jake just goes.
It has
Because it has legs.
It can walk.
Oh my god. Oh jeez.
The red dragon just looks more BA.
Oh man. I like how
Mainly
you
its legs though.
The legs, though, is what the real seller point.
little chicken legs.
I'll break those chicken legs.
Oh man. That cracked me up though. Like, but I
I'm
love
gonna be
how
honest.
I love how you guys are talking about like which dragon's better. I'm like that one's red. Cool.
No, if you look at the pictures though, like if you like bring them up and compare them, just like the red dragon, like he's got like a big, his like black spiky broader chest, and he's got like this cool like headpiece. It's like white, purple, and blue. It
Mhm.
just I just like the look of him more.
Yeah.
The purple dragon, I mean, I like how it's like it looks like it has energy like inside of his chest and everything, but like the red one to me is just like I think it's cooler looking.
I don't know. I always felt weird with like futuristic Pokemon and stuff that are like robotic and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. That's always weird to me.
Not my like cup of tea.
Yeah.
But the starters, I don't know how I
Dude,
feel
the
about the
purple one is
starters.
so freaking sweet, though, dude. I don't care.
I'm not saying he's not
Okay.
sweet. I just like how the red one like has that big headdress thing. It
Mm.
looks, but like
Seems a little over the top, but okay.
the new starters though, I don't know how I feel about those. I don't really like the looks of any three of them.
I forget what they look like. I have to go back and check, but
One looks like a kitty, the green one. It looks like a cat. The blue one is literally a duck, and then like the fire type one, he's like a cross between like a T-Rex and like a hippo. I don't know.
sounds good to me. I'll take that one.
I just want the piggy Pokemon.
Right.
That is all.
But yeah, so we will be playing that. We will be streaming that. We will find a day to do that. I'm excited. I'm gonna take off time to play that.
See, that would be the perfect 24-hour stream. Because
For
you could
real.
binge Pokemon.
Let's do it. Let's take off a day and let's do it.
You let me
I
know.
will probably
I'll have it
die.
up.
Let's have an army of
Lechonk, that's his name.
Lechonks.
It's a Lechonk.
One of the hardest Pokemon it took me forever to catch in Legend of Arceus was a dang Abra. Because they
They are the
disappear.
hardest, yeah.
If they disappear, and you know what I have though? I have an Alpha Abra. It took me forever, and I found one, and I was like, "Don't mess it up! Don't mess it up!" And I got him.
If you evolve
Now-
it, is it still big?
Oh yeah.
Mm,
So now I have a giant Alakazam in that game,
awesome.
Alakazam's one of the best.
dude. For real.
Finishing up some of our news
Even in the
here.
anime, he was freaking bomb.
Final Fantasy 16 is coming summer 2023.
Yeah, saw that.
Ooh.
Heck yeah, dude. Street Fighter 6 in 2023 as well.
Not really a fan of
I'm
Street
not
Fighter.
big of Street Fighter,
Yeah.
but I know
Why did
people
we
love
even
it.
talk about that?
Yeah, why'd
Delete
you
Dan
bring
put
up?
it in the news.
Come on, Dan.
it. And all I
Nobody
know from that
plays
game is
Street Fighter.
Hadouken.
Hadouken.
Sure, you can.
There's a
Or-
game called Callisto Protocol from the creator of Dead Space. Ooh.
Yeah, that might be fun.
And I'm saving the best news for the PlayStation kind of thing. Is from the PlayStation State of Play. Spider-Man Remastered and Miles Morales is coming to PC August 12th.
Saw that.
I'm excited about that because I get to play it then. So very cool
Just-
news, especially the Pokemans.
Resident Evil's still the best one.
You're wrong.
No,
Literally Resident Evil
Which
is
one
the
did we
best one.
talk about the most, Tyler? Did we spend an hour talking about Leon's legs? No.
Come on, we're
It's
gonna talk
literally
about
the
his.
first co-op Pokemon game.
I
Grow up.
pumped.
No,
Grow up.
Grow up.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Dan says it looks sweet and looks like it might redeem Street Fighter 5.
does
No
it
one
have,
cared.
Does it have what's his name, Blanca in it, where I can just spam the electricity button?
I would assume so. Dan says Spider-Man was his game of the year. Well, I will decide that as well once it comes out August 12th.
I still gotta play it. Like I
played
haven't
it
made
for a little
that
bit,
far.
but it was really fun.
I just
I
like
would- I
swinging
would
around the
say that.
city, to be honest.
I mean, that sounds fun
But
to
that's half the battle.
Yeah, for real.
me. My phone's about to die. I should probably charge that. Um,
You should probably take your medicine from early.
Yeah.
I need to go pick up my medicine. I'm out of a lot of it, so I'm gonna die. All right.
Don't say that.
Moving on, we have Mike's board game review.
No, Tyler's board game review.
No, you haven't played it. You can't review it.
We're gonna review Ultimate Uno.
Once we
It's
play it,
Uno Ultimate.
when we
It
play
sounds
it,
better
we will
saying
review
Ultimate.
it. This game for Mikey's board game review is one that I love quite a bit. We played it twice, I want to say. And I got this from Jake and his beautiful wife, Nikki.
Yeah,
Chronicles of Crime.
I love that game.
This is a really fun game. For 2 to 4 players, or I guess one. It might be 1 to 4. Yeah, 1 to 4.
One to four.
And basically you have these like locations. It's kind of like an escape room game. Um, but you have like witnesses and culprits and stuff. At these different locations. Like right here, I can't figure out backwards. There we go. Right here on these locations, and you like take a picture of their of this barcode here or QR code, and they will tell you something about like the crime that happened. Um, but what's kind of crazy is it'll change what they tell you based on the order that you actually ask and what questions you ask to certain people. So it's like you can be way off in La La Land and have no idea what's going on because you asked people in the wrong order. And it's kind of crazy. And so this is a really fun game. Only takes like an hour to play. And it gets you thinking for sure.
Yeah,
What do you have to say about it, Jake?
it was a really fun game, especially since like one of my dream jobs is to be a detective.
Mhm.
It's one of my favorite games. When I go over there, I always ask if we could play it, but like, we usually have too many people. But
Yeah.
if we ever get a good group of 4, I think it would be bomb. I think we've only
We
What?
can. You two, me, and Dan, so we can play that and Uno Ultimate because it's 1 to 4 players.
True.
What day? Got to
I
figure
don't
that out.
know. Yeah,
Yeah.
we can figure it out.
I'm off the last Sunday of the month if you guys want to do something then. We'll figure it out.
might
I
able
will
to
be
work.
out of town.
Well, out of town means up here.
Jake's out.
So
Job's not on board.
and the best part of this is there are expansions to it, which we have not played yet.
Yes,
Nice.
that's you better not play it
Noir.
with me either.
I'm gonna play it so hard.
This is my fighting stance.
Oh, I was reading the like rule book and looking at like the cards of this Uno Ultimate. It's essentially not like Uno anymore, but in a way it is because like since you have like character decks, it's like a deck basically kind of like a you're not building your deck because the deck's already like set. But like some of the cards will say like like regular Uno stuff, it'll be like skip this player's turn. But then some of the cards will be like this person has to play like 2 or 3 cards, or they have to get burn like 2 or like 2 to 3 cards because if you run out of cards in your deck, you're out of the game, and like whoever has like a deck still, they win.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you don't have any more cards in your hand, like Uno, like regular Uno, like you win. Like if you don't have any more cards. So like,
Sounds interesting.
but then you're also battling like in your deck. There's like enemies that flip, or like there's danger enemies, and they like come onto the field, and you have to fight them.
Hmm.
So
It seems pretty.
it's a deck building game.
Kind of in a way, yeah. Like there's Black
That's
Panther.
not Uno at all.
No, and then
That's
like
the opposite of Uno.
when you buy these bad boys,
Hey, boys.
the booster packs, they come with like these like promo things that you open up that you can replace like in certain decks, and they're like holographic, but they're more for like collecting, like an actual card game. Like there's like uncommons, commons, rares, super rares, and ultra rares. And like I've opened 4, 5, 6, 7. I got to open 8 of them, like holographics. I haven't gotten like a super rare or like the ultra rare, but I've gotten rares. But they're just holographic and they're just like the cards, so you can add them to your deck to make it look cool, or just keep them as collector stuff.
That sounds
It's pretty
interesting.
cool. Yeah, it looks cool. I'm excited to play.
I've been like, I think Austin's kind of got it back into me, but I've been wanting to collect cards some more, and like I'm not and like play a card game. I think I'm going back into Magic, especially because
Don't do it.
their new
You'll never get out.
D&D set just came out.
Yeah, I know what you're
for the
talking about.
Commander series or whatever.
It's so expensive though.
It is, but
My
man,
my
I love it.
deck for modern, because like I like playing modern instead of standard, because standard like is constantly rotating with new cards and you have to get rid of cards and it's super annoying. But like my modern deck is one of the cheaper ones, but one that can compete with like more expensive decks. It
Hmm.
still was like 500 and like $600 to build.
Holy crap!
Yeah. But
um,
I had some of the cards, and then like
mhm,
Will's obsessed with Magic and he has like thousands of cards, so he like threw me discounted price, so like it didn't cost me much. It probably cost me like $100 to $200 to build it with the
mhm,
cards I had. But like, yeah, it's expensive. He only gave me the cards, a lot of them for free because he wanted me to play.
mhm. Yeah. So I want to get back into that, and I think I will. Um, let's move on to the main topic, shall we? And I will start things off. My face off has already been mentioned. It is, of course, me versus Jake, because Jake's a little backstabbing liar. That's my favorite gaming face off.
Which one?
Me versus you
In what?
in Splinter Cell.
Yeah, I already knew what he's talking about.
I feel like
This
so
is
this.
funny. This
I
is really funny.
did no, you didn't. Did you?
I don't know.
Ah, I'll tell my perspective, and maybe later you'll tell yours. Um, so in the I think it was Splinter Cell Blacklist. I want to say. Um, there is a basically you're in the co-op campaign. You're fighting alongside your buddy the entire time. At the very end, you're on a cargo plane, and you get a comms from like your operator or whatever, and they tell you to go take out the other guy. Well, I got that comms, and I was playing over Xbox Live with Jake, and I'm like, "Hey, Jake, did you just get a message or something?" He's like, "No, what are you talking about?" And I'm like, "No, just wondering if you got like a like something's happening right now." You're like, "No, dude, I'm just sitting at the front of the plane." I'm like, "Okay." And then I was like running towards the front of the plane, and I run past all these boxes that are stacked up in the cargo plane. All of a sudden, Jake pops out as I was running, slits my throat, and kills me. I'm like, you, I got so mad. I'm like, you friggin' liar. You told me you were just in the front of the plane. You're like, I got the message too.
You can't be mad because I was smarter.
How dare you? I trusted you before I was going to kill you.
Right.
Um, but yeah, so that's my favorite face off. That's why I said I kind of cheated because it's not really a game face off, but it was a face off in a game.
I would have just sat in the back of the plane and been like, "Did you get that comm? Be honest with me." And if they're like, "Yeah," I would have been like, "I'm not gonna kill you. I'll sit here all day until I die."
um, so that is my gaming face off. Me versus Jake. Jake took this one, unfortunately. Jake, what is your favorite game face off?
I guess you'll have to call me a cheater too, because I even messaged Dan as soon as you mentioned it earlier during the show. I sent him a text and said, "That's what I chose as my gaming one with
Oh
Splinter
my
Cell
god.
because of sweet, sweet victory." Yeah.
It's bullcrap.
I played you like a fiddle.
You did. You did. I'm like,
Oh
oh
man.
man. I thought the game for
Hey,
some reason just gave me the message.
listen, I don't deny that I lied to you.
Mm-hmm.
But if we look back at our moments of gaming,
Okay.
I am normally on the losing end of those moments. I would say there's probably one game type and one game that I compete with you at, and that would be sports gaming. I probably had the advantage, and Gears of War were fairly even.
Mm.
to win at any sort of game completely on my own that was not one of those two things was the greatest moment of my gaming. And I've been invited by random people in Gears of War to join clans like all the time,
mm.
and nothing compares. Nothing will ever compare. It was the greatest moment. It's so funny because I saw the I immediately go, okay, I'm gonna have to strategize this because if I tell him I saw it, he's just gonna freaking be. So he's gonna have his freaking like super alerts on. He's gonna be looking around. He's gonna be expecting me to come out of nowhere. I'm like, if I tell him I don't see it, he's just gonna go reckless abandon because he thinks he's got it in the bag.
Honestly, that was the smartest play you've ever had, because I think if you did tell me that you got the message, I think the advantage goes to me just because I'm typically better at those type of games.
You're
Like
definitely you're a better strategist than me.
And so you did that, and I think that's why we talk about it so much, is because it was so unexpected and amazing that we just can't let it go. It's so good.
I was so mad.
I was, dude. Oh, it was great.
Not as mad as when he played for Need for Speed Carbon.
Hey, you know what?
Oh,
I told you to shut up, Tyler. All right.
We weren't even talking. We were literally sitting on your bed just watching you play because we knew you were struggling. But me and Dusty weren't talking. Jake, we weren't saying a word. We were just in the background watching, and he kept losing to the last boss because he was really hard.
Couldn't beat him. He was so difficult.
And he turned around, and me and Dusty, like, we literally weren't talking for like 10 plus minutes. We were just watching. He turns around and screamed at us. He's like, "Stop talking!" And then he turned back around and started playing again. And me and Dusty looked at each other, and I was like, "We didn't say anything." Like, we were so confused.
I'm pretty sure that was back when I was cursing and stuff, and I'm pretty sure I went straight F word
and everything. Yeah, you were yelling at us, and me and Dusty just looked at each other, and then I was like, "We didn't say anything." And Dusty goes, "I know." He's like, "Let's get out of here." And I think we slowly left the room.
I beat him. I beat him after that.
I will
Yeah,
say,
like an hour later.
Shut up.
I will say I've gotten that kind of angry at you too, Tyler. And that's when we were playing Madden and literally everything went your way.
I was about to say
nothing at all.
I was about to
I fumbled like 4 times on 4 straight drives after long pass plays.
When he said you guys compete with like sporting games and he has the advantage, and I was gonna be like, but you don't have the advantage against me, Jake.
I think that's your biggest like thing, Tyler, is you have so much luck when it comes to stuff like that. It's insane.
It's luck is part of skill trees, bro.
Nice. I appreciate that.
You mean skill trees in a sports game?
Yeah.
I
Bro, guys
wanted to punch you in the face every single time.
You guys went to bed. Everybody got off, and like Jake's like, "You know what? Let's just play our game." And I was like, "All right, we'll play our game, and then we'll go to bed." He's like, "Okay," and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm ready for this. I'm gonna beat Jake." And Jake's like, "I'm gonna beat you." And then like I kicked the ball off to him. His guy starts running, and I just took control of one of my guys and made it through everybody, and I hit sticked him. The dude instantly fumbled the ball, and I picked it up and started like running, and like I was like, touchdown. Jake got the ball, first play of the game or second play, hit sticked him again. His dude just fumbled the ball, and I'm like,
no, that's not. I had completed like a 40-yard pass.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And he hit stick me with his. I think it was your safety.
It was, yeah, but that safety was one of the guys I brought to the Cowboys. Like, he was one of the better safeties in the game. He has like a 98 overall.
Here's the thing. Here's what I will say. His team was much better than mine.
Yeah.
He had like a 98 overall team, and mine was like a 79. However, your payroll was jacked. You were in deep trouble when it came to money.
Yeah, didn't you have like Russell Wilson and everything?
I had Russell Wilson, Travis Kelce. I had like 2 or 3 of like the better defensive players like on my team.
He had no draft picks. He had no draft
0 draft
capital.
picks.
He totally sold out to win the Super Bowl that year.
That's the,
I was
the,
gonna.
the McVay
I was
strategy.
bringing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was bringing the
It's a bear
boys.
strategy.
I was bringing them boys the Super Bowl they needed. I was showing them how it's supposed to be done. Yes, they're not gonna win for the next 30 years, but they're gonna get the Super Bowl that year. Okay,
Dude, you totally destroyed that team because Dak Prescott's not even that bad.
Yeah.
After that, what my game plan was is to win the Super Bowl that year, and then completely just trash my team by trading away like Travis Kelce and just getting rid of everybody for like money.
Nice.
That was crazy. But anyways,
Mr. Tyler, what is your favorite face-off?
For gaming, it was hard. This one, like, it took me a while to figure out, but then what I came to was Link and Twilight Princess versus Gandorf. Just in that game, Twilight Princess at the end, like, that whole game is probably like Ocarina of Time always will have a special place in my heart.
Yeah.
But like Twilight Princess was to me just as good, maybe a little bit worse, but like it was like so good. The music in that game way better than Ocarina of Time's music, obviously, because it was newer. But like the music was just so good. And then that final battle scene, because it's not just one part. Like he transforms and you have to fight him in a giant open field, right in the horse, while you let Zelda on the back of the horse and she's shooting like arrows at him to do like certain amount of damage. So you hop
Yeah.
off the horse. It was so good.
Literally just started. That's it.
Did you?
It's okay.
It's okay.
I've never finished. Time out. I've never finished a single Zelda game. That's why I'm okay.
This one is a good choice for you to finish. Like, even me telling you that, you'll probably forget. Even if you don't forget, it's still gonna be epic.
Yeah, no, I'll probably play it. I don't know if I'll finish it though, just because I don't know that I've ever finished a long, super long game.
One of my favorite parts in the game too is when you get iron boots and you catch. I'm trying to think of what they're called. They're like
Cooties.
the mountain
Mm-mm.
people that like roll in
Uggs.
balls. I can't think of the name. It starts with a G. I'm so mad that I can't think of it.
Gorons.
Yeah. You get these iron boots and you're supposed to wrestle like this one in the game and beat them to get something. But you get the iron boots and he starts trying to push you and you're not like moving. He's like, what the heck? And then Link's like, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you just picked up a giant mountain man. How? Makes no sense.
Very nice. Very nice. Good choice. Of course, Jake's a little liar. Minus 1 point for the Squizzy Games for being a liar. No, that's good.
That's effed.
But speaking of, let's move on to the games. This ain't right at all. Why is it here? Oh my god. Let's go back. We must go back.
I watched before we
have to go back
streaming,
to the future.
I was watching Percy Jackson, the movie.
Oh yeah.
Why would you do that?
I like Percy Jackson.
I forgot how many like actual like actors were in that movie. And
I mean, there's probably a lot of actors.
There
in
is.
that movie.
I mean, no, like notable ones. Like
okay,
there
we go.
I'm like, whoa. I was like, I didn't know they were in here.
We need to watch the
another
stream
one.
or Discord.
Okay, well, I don't have a screen set up for this, so we're just gonna do it right here. Okay. So what we're doing today, speaking of face-offs, you guys are facing off in the Squidzy Games. Jake's currently leading 3-1. Tyler, will this be your chance for a comeback? We'll find out.
Whoa. Let's clarify. Technically, against me, it's 2-1 because he didn't play against me a face-off the other one.
All I
You
hear
should have
is
been here.
wah. All I hear is wah wah wah. I didn't show up. Get over it. Okay.
No, I told you I couldn't make it for specific reasons.
You know what's going on right here? We're having a lot of Mad Gab.
Oh no.
That's what we're playing today.
I have no idea what that is.
So it is a game. You get a I don't know if you watch Ellen at all, but she did this quite a few times on her show.
You're gonna give me gifts?
A new car.
Yes.
That's Oprah.
You
what
just got a new car.
I need another.
So this is just a preview. Tyler, read this out loud.
Hive L Dinglish.
All right, say it again.
Hive L Dinglish.
Okay, so basically, you need to try to figure out what this is trying to say. For instance, the Hive AL Dinglish is trying to say, "I failed English." Okay, so basically, it's kind of like a jumbled phrase, and you're trying to figure out what it's
That
trying
sounds
to
nothing
say.
like that.
That's kind of the point of the game.
I failed English. I literally thought it was trying to say like I
hear-
have a
can hear
leash.
it. I can hear it.
Hive L.
Hive AL
Dinglish.
Dinglish. And I mean, if
I
you
guess I
failed
could hear it
English,
a little bit.
yeah, you're probably going to speak like that. Okay,
Or you're from Russia and your English is very broken.
that could be too. That's what
I
kind
mean,
of
it
cracks
can-
me up too. Like when we're getting off topic, obviously, but like when racists and stuff are like speak American,
Speak American.
or like I can't understand that person. It's their second or third language. Like I know one. It's like
And not only that, those people normally don't speak English properly anyway.
exactly.
I said steak taco.
Taco. Said Verde.
Verde.
You forgot the sauce.
Can I get that Diablo? So what we're gonna do is you think 30
I'm
seconds
losing
or a
this game.
minute?
30 seconds. 45 seconds.
Okay, that's a weird time, but I like it. We're going with 45 seconds. That is 45 minutes. That's far too long.
That's what I'm talking about. 45 minutes.
Okay. 45 seconds. There we go.
45 minutes. Holy
Um,
cow.
Jake,
Got
you
like
are leading
70.
the Squidzy games. You get to decide. Are you going first or second?
I honestly don't think
I
this one
defer
really
to
matters.
Tyler.
All right, Tyler, you are going first. Are you ready?
No, because I already know I'm going to lose this one.
That's perfectly fine. But here we go. Just the biggest thing to know about this game: keep on saying it out loud. Like once you hear what you're saying, it makes it a lot easier to figure it out.
Are we trying to get one or a bunch?
We're as many as you can in 45 seconds, and we're gonna do 3 rounds each, and then we're gonna do a final round of whoever says the correct thing first. Okay. And the same thing, 45 seconds for that too, though. All right, you ready, Tyler?
Sure.
And here we go.
Aim Hilly Hindu 1. Aim Hilly Hindu 1.
You can skip, by the way.
Yeah.
Skip.
Okay, you gotta say it out loud, bro.
Mare Retail Armor. Mare Retail Armor. Mare Retail Armor. Mare. Skip.
All right.
Call and for help. Call for help.
No. Time's up. All right, we might have to go longer, but we're gonna go Jake 45 seconds first. All right, you shut up. All right, there we go. All right, you ready, Mr. Jake?
Why not?
Okay, we're gonna see how Jake does, and then we'll probably up it from there. And here we go.
A1 steak sauce. A1 steak sauce. Urine deem honey. Urine deem honey. You're into money. You're in the money.
Yep.
Youth Inc. Yorko. Youth Inc. Yorko. You think you're cool? You think you're cool?
Yeah.
Damp Day Shun Island. Temptation Island.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
What the heck?
Haystack of pancake. A stack of pancakes. Mark Anthony. Mark Anthony. Mark Anthony. Mark Anthony.
That's time. Very nice, Jake. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm
5,
dyslexic, so
6.
this game does not work with me.
Are you really dyslexic?
I'm fairly positive I am.
Okay, well, you haven't been diagnosed. Jeez, I have ADD.
You don't have-
You think this is
you don't-
my thing?
You don't have to be diagnosed to know. I literally hear none of this. What you're saying and getting, this has not come into my brain at all. Like my brain's like, what is going on right now?
Jake, you
Doesn't
got
mean you're
6
dyslexic.
there. All right.
I
Tyler?
can't read. I'm part Asian. My English is awful. I'm the second language.
I'm gonna leave that there. Okay. We're gonna go up to a minute.
Okay.
I'm gonna get 0 again because my brain doesn't work this way.
Okay. Well, your problem is you said it like twice and then you stopped actually saying it out loud.
You gotta say it out loud.
Trust me. All right. Ready?
Sure.
All right. Here we go. And go.
Melwalk Hebrew hers. Melwalk Hebrew hers. Melwalk Hebrew hers. Melwalk Hebrew
Got it.
hers.
Got it.
Say it out loud.
Melwalk Hebrew hers.
You're right there, bro.
Melwalk Hebrew hers. Milwaukee Brewers.
What?
Yes, he
Yes.
said it.
Doesn't make any sense to me. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense to me.
There you
It's like
go.
this game. Manicure. Manicure.
Yeah.
See,
New Orleans Aints. New Orleans. New Orleans Aints. New Orleans. New Orleans.
you got this.
New Orleans.
New
I don't
Orleans
know.
It means
Saints.
saints.
Oh,
Hey,
I had
you
no
did
idea.
better. You got 3.
I would have never got that because that was not sounding like New Orleans Saints to me.
You had the New Orleans part.
Mm-hmm.
I literally like when I see these, like I'm just reading the words off the ticket, but nothing's clicking in my brain.
Yeah, I mean that's why you guys keep on saying it out loud till you're like your brain reckons like, okay, that's something I know, you know.
To be fair, the ones that I got, like when you say them, like those sounded way more closer than all the other ones I first had. Like
oh
there
yeah,
was
there's
nothing
harder
clicking.
ones. Yeah. All right, ready, Jake?
Sure.
And go.
More thin nuke in chew. More thin nuke in chew. Mower thin nuke in chew. Pass. That one's hard. Wine hot common upon see me. Wine hot common upon see me. Wine hot common upon see me. Pass. Jeez, these are tough. Hummer I can graph heat he. Hummer I can graph heat he. Hummer I can graph heat he. What the heck? These are not clicking for me. Hummer I can graph heat he. Pass. Holy cow. Watt Senate form he. What's in it for me? Recreation half he hackle. Recreation
That's time.
vehicle.
Recreational vehicle. Yep. So the ones that you missed were American Graffiti.
What the?
Why not come up and see me?
Bruh.
And more than you can chew.
Okay, that one is a little better. The other two, come on.
I had no idea what any of those were.
All right,
I was
Jake,
so
you got
confused.
one. You got there's enough. There's enough to catch up here. Tyler, you're
No,
only.
because this is the last round,
it's
and
not.
You only got to give 4 to tie me. You got 3 last round,
Yeah.
and I'm doing worse. You're doing better.
And there's a final round. Okay. Ready?
sure.
And here we go.
Wide O Youth Inc. Isle of View. Wide O Youth Inc. Isle of View. Wide O Youth Inc. Isle of View. Wide O. Wide O.
You got
Pass.
this.
I don't know that
Oh,
one.
no.
If fairy which way bottle ooze. If fairy which way bottle ooze. If fairy which way. Pass.
That was
Hive Zine Delight. Hive Zine Delight. Pass. I don't know. Tanks for Deem Emma Reese. Tanks for Deem Emma Reese. Tanks for Deem Emma Reese.
Fallout Boy.
Tank for Deem Emma Reese.
Oh.
I don't know.
All right.
Thanks
Those-
for the memories, even though they weren't
Yeah.
so
Thanks for the
good.
memories.
That's the first one I had to.
Why do you think I love you?
Love you. The other two were really hard.
Don't even, not even close to any of those. I had no idea what it was trying to do.
Every which way but loose.
No.
What the heck is that?
And I think you would have gotten this if you pronounced the word right.
I had told you it's
It's Hive Zine Delight.
I've seen the light.
Nope.
I've seen the light. Yeah. All right.
Dyslexia is
Okay.
for real, is a real thing
Self-
for me.
Self-diagnosed. Yeah.
Self-diagnosed.
You can ask Kendall. I probably have dyslexia. I can't read. Like, I struggle reading words and stuff.
Go talk to a doctor about it.
Probably.
I have. I've already went to a doctor for having something wrong with my eye because when I was little, I couldn't
What does that have to do with your eye?
read. Because it
much.
would make me have
Dyslexia?
like the word. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, ready, Jake?
Sure.
Here we go.
Police come again. Please come again. Dungeons Hun. Dungeons Hun. Dungeons Hun. Dungeons Hun. Path. I feel like I should get that. Dues on Hurry Zone Air. Dues on Hurry Zone Air. Dues on Hurry Zone Air. Don't know. Pass. Sex Santa CT. Sex in the City. Why Pure Feed Don Deem Hat? Why Pure Feed Don Deem Hat? Why Pure Feed Don Deem Hat? Pass. Super Whom Odors. Super Whom Odors.
All right. Subaru Motors.
Okay.
Wipe your feet on the mat.
Dang, I should have got that one.
Tucson, Arizona.
Wait, where's the Zona part?
What? Zone Air.
That's the opposite of Air Zone, which it should have been. Zone Air?
Hurry Zone Air. Tucson, Hurry Zone
Jews
Air.
on Hurry Zone Air.
Airy, yeah.
I don't know.
Don Johnson.
I have no idea who that is.
Me neither.
Sex in the City you got.
Yeah, and I got one other one.
And Please Come Again. All right. Final round. It's 9-3. Tyler needs to have an amazing round here.
Not happening.
He just has to have my first round.
We're gonna do it's gonna be 2 minutes, but both of you are gonna be guessing
At the same time?
at the same time. Say it out loud as you want. And whoever has the most after this wins.
It's definitely Jake.
Probably. All right, here we go.
Mayor Itch Maiden Evan.
Marriage Made in Heaven.
I'm just gonna read him for Jake. eight roosts or he. 8 roosts
Eight
or he.
roost Ori.
Something orgy. I don't know.
8 roost or he.
I don't know.
8 roost Tori. You want to agree to pass?
Pass.
Okay. Uphill Love Height.
Uphill love height. Uphill love height.
A pillow fight. Lewd High Men Philip.
Lewd Hyman Phillips. Lewd
Lou Diamond Philip. June Ho Hole Ask Her. June Ho Hole Ask Her.
Pass.
Yeah. Bad. 4D Hay Towers. 48 hours.
Oh man.
Dovet Hop Dressing. Dovet Hop Dressing. Stovetop Dressing?
What was that?
Stovetop Dressing? Abe Hole Hutch Hip Sand Hip. Abe Hole Hutch Hip Sand Hip. Abe Hole Hutch Hip Sand Hip. Pass.
Peace.
Treasure Island. No sex before marriage. No sex before marriage. Selma Hayek.
Dang.
Preparation Age. Preparation H.
We're not giving you that one, obviously, but it doesn't matter. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Jake instantly doubled his score. So we know this is not Tyler's game. That's good to know.
We will never do it again.
We will never do it again. Maybe we'll do it as a co-op game at some point.
I literally
Dude,
Jake was
if you read, like the ones you read, I was getting.
Literally, I like everything Jake was getting, like my brain just was not going with it at all. I had no idea what they were.
A bowl of chips and dip.
That was a hard one.
Juneau, Alaska.
Nobody cares.
Yeah.
As our one listener,
I feel like
Juneau, Alaska.
I feel like you guys should have gotten this one. Say it out loud.
8
Roost Ori.
Say it quickly.
8 Roost Ori.
8 roof story.
A true story.
Oh.
That was tough.
That was one of them that was like, it sounds like you guys were saying it the whole time. But Jake takes the lead. Some more.
I'm not
the lead.
Yeah. I'm not even mad about that one because I had no idea what was happening. My brain can't process that game.
I was just sitting there in that final round. I was sitting there just watching Tyler. Jake's like, a true story and everything. And Tyler's just like, I'm like, oh my gosh.
Jake was saying what they were, and my brain was like, no, that doesn't make any sense. I'm not accepting that.
I gotta say, Jake's up 4-1. Really interesting that before we started the Squizzy games, Tyler was winning at most everything. So that's interesting. Tyler,
Because
bring your A game.
Because you went to games that he's good at and I'm terrible at.
Well, IMDb game will be up next week, okay?
I'll finally get a point.
If you don't beat him, oh my gosh. But yes, that was today's Boomcast. Thank you for joining us. We do appreciate it. Follow us on social media. We have a Facebook. We have Twitter.
We do stuff.
And we do stuff. If you want to send us an email at contacttheboomcast@gmail.com, and we'll try to get back to you. Maybe send us ideas or something. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next